never don't care. We can soldier in the battle. We're tried and true. Indiana, Indiana, we're all for you.
Welcome, everybody, to the Indiana Basketball Show on the Grueling True Sports Network. I'm your co-host, Mike Goodpaster, along with 1981 national champion and a man who obviously bought his Indiana Hoosier jersey from China because it says Hoosiers instead of Indiana. Steve Risley,
You
how
had
you
to
doing,
point
Steve?
that out, didn't you?
I didn't even notice it. I told you it
Yeah,
was a
I know,
nice
but I
jersey
tell
when you
you,
brought it
and
up.
you got to point that out.
I know. I'm an
Do
asshole.
I got to point out, in fact, that you're bald on top of your
Nobody
nappy head?
cares. I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm still very fucking handsome, Steve.
No, you look twice as old when you take that hat off.
If I looked twice as old, I would look 116.
That's about what you look like.
Well, I mean, 116 is a weight you haven't seen since you were born. All right, Indiana lost to Iowa. Iowa scraped by us yesterday by a few points. And
Not going to back up to the Michigan State game first?
no, there's no reason to. It all runs together. We can kind
Well,
of
I think you
put it
should
together.
go back to look at the stats at least. And
Well, Michigan State, we got out rebounded by a million. Yesterday, we didn't get out rebounded. But, Steve, the defense was atrocious.
well, Michigan State, we only put one player in double figures. They put four. Defensively, it's atrocious. We don't play any defense. They shoot out lights out. We don't shoot lights out. They shoot 50% from the 2-point range, 36% from three. We're 40% from two, barely 30 from three. And I mean, yeah, it's bad. It's bad defensively, and it all stems from, I believe, it's a lack of ferociousness or veracity of this basketball team. I mean, you don't have to be 6'8" and 240 pounds to be tough in this league. There's a lot of wiry guys that have done well. I think I wish that somebody would get down there and teach them nice man side and ball side principles defensively, because we're not helping out at all defensively. Guys are going to the lane like there's nobody guarding them at all. There's no help when a guy starts penetrating. It's an easy layup because he's one step by the guy, and it's a wide open layup. Then there's nobody there to cut him off. You got to be in position to help out. Keep an eye on your own man, but help out. Your ball below the free throw line. You're one step ball or man side, one ball above the free throw line. You're one step man side or ball side. And when you do that, when they're above the free throw line, all they can do is lob the ball across court. You got time to recover there. When they're below the free throw line, you got to be one step man side, because you got to be able to take away the guy cutting. We don't seem to be looking to just brush people as they're coming through, whether they've got the ball or not. I say we, and I don't like getting into that anymore, but there needs to be this sense of nobody's getting through this lane untouched, with or without the ball. You're going to get banged somewhere down the road. I hate to tell these guys, basketball is a contact sport, despite what they'll try and tell you. And when you got guys just waltzing through the lane, cutting without any interference, any resistance at all, you're just setting up the other team just to do what they want to do. Then you're playing man-to-man defense, and I'm talking man-to-man. And that is begotten due to a lack of ferocity or of toughness on the court, just being a little more mean and physical. And we're not doing that at all. And that's what I saw out of Michigan State. Plus, they were just better than us anyway. So,
well, unfortunately, so was Iowa yesterday.
Yeah.
Iowa beats Indiana 74-57.
Well, the question is, was Iowa better than us, Mike?
They were obviously, when somebody beat your ass by 17, they're obviously better than you.
Well, they played better for sure, but look how we played.
Yeah, but a lot of that is,
I
don't get much into this. Well, that team lost the game. Yesterday, Iowa took it from Indiana. I mean, if you looked at it, they ran their offense, they controlled the pace, they controlled the tempo, they shot the ball well. They don't. The big thing to me is Iowa didn't force shots. Indiana over the last 3 or 4 games, there's no
Yeah.
ball movement, which is what we bragged about up until about 3 or 4 games
Yeah.
ago. There's no ball movement. You only got 15 free throw attempts. They had 23. They made 21. Rebounds were 28-27 Iowa. Turnovers, Indiana 9, Iowa 8. I mean, when you look at the stats, I mean, it's not as bad as watching the game. How about that? I mean, when you look at this, Bennett Sturritz, who is a great basketball player, scored 27 points. The problem is Tavian Banks comes in, he gets 26, which is a career high for him. So basically, you had 53 out of Iowa's 74 points scored by 2 guys. I mean, that's rough to overcome. I think for Indiana, the one guy that I thought played pretty well was Tatum Connerway. He had 16 points, 4 assists, did have 3 turnovers, but there's not much to compare it to. Sam Alexis is the only guy underneath that played well. Trent Sisley only played 8 minutes. He scored 2 points. My issue with that is this, Steve. Right now, this shit's not working. Don't you have to do something different?
Well, I would think so. I would think
Or,
we'd be changing the lineups real
I mean,
quick. I don't know what's happened to player DeVries. He's all but vanished now.
I know.
He's a shell of a player that he was at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
He's got to get his mojo back and get it quick, or we ain't dancing. We don't have a quad 1 win yet, and right now it doesn't look too promising to get one here in the next 5-6 games.
No, because where you got the way they're playing right now, you're not going to beat anybody that's any good. You may be able to beat Rutgers, but that's about it.
Yeah, you're looking at going through this the 7-game swing. We said losing all but 1 game.
So my point now is
if we beat Rutgers.
I didn't say we would. I said you might beat Rutgers.
Yeah.
Right now, my concern is Trent Sisley. He is the one guy here. This could be here for a few more years, but yet he's only playing 8 minutes. Right now, I'm playing him a lot. Number one, to see if he can play, and number two, if he can, so he doesn't leave. Because right now, if you keep playing him 8 to 10 minutes a game, and this team ends up 15-16 or 16-15,
he'll leave.
There's a decent shot he's gone.
He's going to get bigger money. I mean, he's going to get offered bigger money than IU. It's going to be willing to spend. Yeah, I would be showcasing Sisley as much as I could right now. The kid, I told you what I would do. I'd put him in the weight room before practice every day. And
but you got to put him in the game. It doesn't matter if put him in the
game. I know. Then I would play him. Then I would play him and let him get banged and let him learn the game as a freshman. By the time he's a junior, he's an incredible asset to this basketball team. He's a leader. I've been high on Sisley from day one. I still am. I like the kid a lot. I think he's a heck of a player. He's got great shot, when he's not bothered and harassed. He goes to the hole to some degree. He rebounds as well as anybody on the team. I mean, I don't understand why we're limiting him. And then what I'm seeing out of, I think, some other players is, well, this season's pretty much over. I'm trying to position myself for an NBA draft right now.
There ain't nobody here trying to do that.
There's one player.
Wilkerson?
Yeah. He would be the one.
Yeah. I mean, DeVries coming into the season, you would think would. But for some reason, he's disappeared. And I almost think right now, with the foul trouble he was in for the last, 5 or 6 games, that maybe he's heard you're in foul trouble so much that maybe now he's playing softer so he doesn't get in foul trouble.
Timid, right.
Which is going to make things even worse.
Indiana's in no position to be timid right now. They, we came in with a little bit more promise than we're seeing right now. I'm still on the bandwagon. I still think they can make something out of this season, but they've run out of wait till the next game. They've got to win now and win a lot of games, and they really need to find a way to win Michigan and Purdue. They've got to get those wins in if they can possibly do it at all. The Purdue game is at Bloomington, right?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, Purdue's at home.
Purdue's played high-level competition all year long. And I mean,
I know, but Mike, when you play IU Purdue, everything goes out the door.
Oh,
we never beat Purdue at Mackey, and they never beat us at Assembly Hall.
That has changed over the last 20 years, Steve. It has.
Yes, that's back when Katie and Knight were going at it.
That's when there was an actual two really good coaches coaching basketball teams. Now you've got one. And unfortunately, he's not on our side. Now, my other...
Come on now. Let's don't drop our love for DeVries yet.
It is not dropping love. It's just when you talk about great coaches, even if he was 18-2 right now, I wouldn't say he's in a Katie Knight moniker, if you know what I mean. So
no, but what I'm surprised at is, given the slump we've gotten ourselves into, I'm seeing nothing different. No changes, no shakeups, no. Okay, we're going to go with a different lineup. We're going to try a different offense. We're going to try and just play a straight 3-2 zone, something different. But the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Like I coined that phrase. But it's got to be. We can't just keep doing what we're doing, because we're decaying almost every game now.
All right, we got a question from Mr. GG. When did they start letting freshmen play on the varsity team? I believe it was 1972. When I was a kid, freshmen never had a chance. That was
the Lou Alcindor rule.
Well, it was a rule before that.
Yeah, he had to play. He couldn't play as a freshman, actually.
Well, nobody could before 1972, Steve. It wasn't.
Yeah, maybe it was the Walton rule. Maybe Walton was the first one to. He played 4 years.
Did he?
Yeah, he was there 73, 74, 75.
No, he wasn't.
He graduated in 75.
He graduated in 74.
Did he really?
71, 72, 73, 74.
All right, well, he sat out too then.
Because you remember, they won it all in 72, 73, 74. They got upset in the semifinals by North Carolina State, who then beat Marquette in the national championship game, I think is how
Indiana should have beat him too, but the shit call.
Yeah, was that Steve Downing?
Yeah, they called
Downing and Walton. They both had 4 fouls.
Walton went way over his back to get the rebound, and Downing put his butt into him, and they called the foul on Downing. Worst call in college basketball.
But, John Wooden's a nice old guy, so you got to give him some things here.
Yeah, this was last championship.
It was not, Steve. 1975, when they beat Kentucky 82-75, was his last championship.
No, was he coaching 75? I thought it was Bartow.
75 was his last year.
Brown or Bartow. All right, whatever.
I'm sorry, Steve. 76 was Bartow, and they lost in the Final Four to Indiana.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the difference between the team is Lamar Wilkerson's really good.
No, he's great.
But I think Bennett Sturritz, I think he's a potential lottery pick in the NBA. I mean, he has a well-rounded game. He's an absolute stud, and he dominated us. And he was the dude that he would be here playing for us right now if Ben McCollum was our head coach. I don't remember who it was last year that said that Ben McCollum should be our head coach, but I'm pretty sure it was me.
It wasn't me.
And that's for people that say, well, DeVries can't coach in mid-majors. But
I think I was sticking around saying give Woodson one more year.
Mr. GG says, I'm not old enough to remember when Maravich could not play on the varsity for LSU. Robert Stewart says his starting 5 is Connerway, Wilkerson, DeVries, Sisley, and Alexis.
Connerway, Wilkerson, DeVries.
I'm good with that.
That's as good a lineup as you can slap together right now, but it doesn't. I don't think it really matters what 5 you put out. It's what you're doing with them on the court. Who was coaching them defensively? They're doing nothing defensively.
The defense earlier in the year was actually pretty damn good.
Well, they weren't playing anybody, Mike.
Well, I think also, Steve, I think a lot of the defense, especially with a team that shoots the ball, especially as many threes as this team shoots, I think when those shots don't fall, usually the defense drops off also, because you start pressing on defense because you can't make a shot. You lose confidence in the way you're playing because you can't make a shot. And the thing about this defense was they surrendered 1.29 points per possession in Saturday's loss against Iowa. They're now allowing 1.147 points per possession in conference play. That number ranks 10th in the league. And they haven't even hit the toughest part of the schedule yet, which is coming up. And
when things like that, what you just described is, who does that fall on?
well, it falls on the coach and the players.
Exactly. It falls on the coaches to recognize that. If you can recognize it and I can recognize it, I'm shocked that this coaching staff can't recognize it and say, where are we? We're dropping like a rock statistically in this league. We've got to do something different.
Well, the scary thing about Iowa, though, Iowa's not a team that goes to the free throw line a lot. But Indiana fouled them so much yesterday. They got to shoot 23 of them.
Because they're playing matador defense.
I think it's because the feet don't move where they're supposed to move. And
exactly. Matador
defense.
Well. They're putting their arms out, trying to stop them with their arms, and that's an instant foul. The minute you touch them with your arms, get your body in front of them and take the charge, get them to charge into you, get set, get in position, be in position to get in position. And they're not doing any of that preparation to be ready to play defense every time they come down the court. That should be as simple as setting up. And actually, their offense has kind of gone away too.
That's what I mean. The ball movements went away.
The ball movement's gone away entirely. I just see it's gravitating a lot toward the one-on-one game, or just parade out front until you can get some semblance of a three. Run the clock down till you got to force a three, and then you justify yourself taking one. This team needs to be penetrating, getting the ball inside, drawing fouls that way. I mean, it's an incomplete basketball team, basically. And
I'll tell you, Steve, it comes down to this. Once Tuesday starts, they better be a lot better. I'm going to get pissed because right now, I'm just waiting on tomorrow night's football game. So once football season's over, then, this is the thing. Right now, DeVries has had a little bit of calm before the storm.
Because he's going to get full attention here Tuesday
right now,
morning.
Full attention goes to the Indiana football team. Everybody, we'd all just kind of know the basketball
They'll go to Bloomington and have their parade on Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever, and they'll go yah, woo, and then everybody will come to the basketball game against Purdue. And they'll expect to win. They'll expect to beat Purdue.
Yeah, everybody's going to be, why the hell are we 12-7?
Yeah, what the hell? What happened to our basketball team? I thought we were 13-2 at one time. And now we're 12, I don't know what we were, 12-3, whatever. But now all of a sudden we're 12-7.
Yeah, Robert Stewart says we're playing a 4-out or 5-out game, and Enright is not an offensive threat. How is that possible? Well, it's happening. Tate Connerway, I agree. Tate Connerway has been the one guy through this all that has played pretty well the entire time. I think he's the engine that stirs this right now, or should be.
Well, you can't beat teams in the Big Ten 1-on-5. And nobody
said they could, Steve.
The offense is just broken down. There's no more cutting, screening. There's no more working hard. There's no more balance in the offense. No more balance in the break. I don't even see him fast breaking anymore, really. I see one guy pushing the ball up court and doing what thinks he's got to do. So,
I'll tell you this, Steve. When you look at it, he just got beat by the guy that should have been named the head coach last year. Now he's probably going to lose on Tuesday night to Dusty May, the man who should have been named the head coach 2 years ago. The Michigan Wolverines come in. They've won their last two after their first loss to Wisconsin. The thing about that Wisconsin game is this, Steve. I think Wisconsin did a really good job of creating a scouting report on how to beat this Michigan team. And, it's been a much slower paced game for Michigan on their West Coast road trip to Washington. And yesterday against Oregon, they didn't blow those two teams out, but they played well enough to win the games. But both of those teams, like Wisconsin, really aim to keep Michigan out of their transition offense by getting back quickly on defense. Me just making that comment on how do you beat Michigan doesn't give me a lot of hope here.
Yeah.
They also.
I'm hoping we go one of three in the next three games.
Well, that's the Rutgers win, right?
That's the Rutgers, and that's at Rutgers.
Now, I'll tell you this about Michigan. Their weakness is they are 17th in the Big Ten in allowing offensive rebounds.
And where are we ranking getting offensive rebounds?
Probably 17th.
Probably 17th.
And they are led in scoring by Yaxel Lindenborg, who averages 14.1 points per game. They've got Marenz Johnson, averages 14. Ade Mara is at 10.8. They don't have anybody with a normal fucking name either. This is stupid. Elliot Cadu at 10 points per game.
Elliot Cadu?
Yeah. Trey McKinney, that's the closest we have to a normal name at 9.8. Roddy Gale at 9.6. Namari Burnett at 8.9. So I would say when you've got, how many guys is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They got 8 guys averaging 9 points a game at least. I would say they're a very balanced attack, Steve.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. That's what Dusty May does.
And the other thing is this, the way to beat Michigan, the way Wisconsin did it, and the way Washington and who did they play the other night? Oregon did it to stay in the game, is you got to play a half-court game. And Indiana, when they're playing at their best, is not playing a half-court game. No. If they're going to run with Michigan, that's going to be an issue, I think.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I think Indiana has the offense to test Michigan.
Oh, I think they got the shot.
But they had that offense. And the thing is this, I have no doubt that for 30 minutes, Indiana is going to look just as good as Michigan and play really well. But there's going to be 10 or 15 minutes in this game where they don't, and that's going to be the killer.
Yeah, I find any viable argument to disagree with you. So. I think that unless some changes are made quickly and some people are stirred up a little bit, I don't know what to tell you. I don't want to get down on coach. I'm not going to get down on the team. It's first year of everything, but this is turning into a little bit of a disappointment. But then again, to me it stems from the preseason, playing weak teams, not getting banged around, not playing tough teams.
Most of that schedule he didn't get to make.
No, and that's what I was going to say. In DeVries' defense, that schedule was manifested by Woodson, I'm sure. To try and make sure he could get somewhere close to 20 wins.
All right, Robert Swartz says, sad to say, but camps are forming regarding this coach. Fair or not, a bar was set last season with new coaches, teams, with new rosters. This team will be judged against that bar. I would like to bring this up, though, because I saw somebody the other night on one of the Indiana Facebook pages, one of the fan sites, talk about how we should go get Fred Hoiberg. Now, for anybody who wants to know there, Fred Hoiberg was about to be fired at Nebraska because after 4 years, that program was still in the dumps.
Yeah.
They gave him 1 more year. And in that 5th year, they got good at the end of last year. They kept him. We're 6 years in before he's actually been able to build what he's got. And what Nebraska has right now is damn similar to what Indiana has in football right now, because that Nebraska team is very good. And when you sit there and say, well, we could go get Fred Hoiberg, number one, he's not coming here because he's probably a lifer at Nebraska.
Yeah, he's got no ties to Indiana, really, other than he plays for the Pacers.
Yeah, he's got ties to Nebraska. But the thing to remember is this. If he was at Indiana and it took him 5 years to get in the top 10, he wouldn't be here 3 years ago. So you still wouldn't be in the top 10 with Fred Hoiberg. What I'm saying here is this. I think with DeVries, I think you've got a good coach. I'm not going to sit here and say you got to wait till you get your guys. He obviously built a roster that right now doesn't look like it can get it done. But what I'm also telling you is this. You got to give him time. Now,
no, I agree.
Now this is the thing, because I already got people, on Twitter tweeting me. And this is different than Mike Woodson, because when I watched Mike Woodson coach, it was obvious the way his assistants did nothing and the way he sat there that he didn't know what the fuck he was doing, so he needed to be fired. DeVries' guys look like they are coaching this team. DeVries looks like he's coaching this team. I think, and Robert, Nebraska is a basketball program with really low expectations. why is Indiana different than that? What the
Oh,
fuck have
I
we
don't think
done in the
Nebraska is
last
a
20
basketball
years?
program with low
Oh,
expectations.
they did. Not going into
Well, they
this
don't
year.
anymore.
I know. Neither does Indiana football anymore, but Indiana basketball anymore. Why do we have high expectations? What the fuck have we seen? We've done this show, Steve, for almost a decade. In that decade, the Hoosiers have made the tournament twice. There's high expectations by fans that think Bob Knight is still coming back, and he's not. I mean, that's the issue here. This is not what it used to be, and you got to bring a guy in. You
Well,
got to
I'll
give
tell
him a
you,
few years to try to fix it.
I'm going to come out of retirement. You remember how they used to have Tennessee had the Bernie and Ernie show?
Yeah, Bernie,
We're going to have
Ernie
the
Grunfeld
Risley and Risley show.
Are you?
We're going to go at it.
So what the fuck are they going to do, Steve? They're going to put you in one of those motorized carts so you can get up and down the court. They're not going to let you play half court.
I got a walker that moves fast.
No, you got to, as long you got to be able to keep up. Though you're going to have to put tennis balls on underneath each of the four legs.
Oh, I know. I might have 4 wheels.
Yeah, you're going to fall right on your face though if you
That's
do that.
all right.
So
I'll get help getting back up.
I mean, we can laugh all we want, but actually, Nebraska's owned our ass for about the last 3 or 4 years too.
Yeah, they
even
have.
with their low
We've got
expectations.
a losing streak going against Nebraska. So,
but on the bright side, Indiana is going to win the national football championship.
Well, I mean, are we just bitching now? I don't want to bitch. I don't want to.
No, I'm not bitching. I was actually defending him. I think the guy is a good basketball coach.
I like DeVries.
And I think this, Steve, if Tucker DeVries comes out of his slump, this team will be able to pull off a couple upsets, and maybe you still got a shot to sneak in
he
the
still remains the key.
Yeah,
and we got to get Tucker back to where he's Tucker, and I don't know if he's lost confidence or what's going on with him, but he needs to just come out and start firing against Michigan. Just fire.
Yeah, and Robert, that's kind of my point. I mean, we're the same as Nebraska anymore, basketball wise.
Well, Nebraska's not a shitty team.
I know, but what I'm saying is, over the last 10 or 15 years, Nebraska's having a really good year this year. Can he do it again next year? I think there's a possibility he can, because now, kind of like IU, you're going to have people want to go there because they're fun to watch play.
Yeah, well, it's not only that; it's how much money is Nebraska willing to fork out.
I'm sure Nebraska's got some money.
They got a lot of corn-fed beef over there. They sell.
Yeah, it's just kind of weird that right now the best football team in the country might be Indiana, and one of the best basketball teams is Nebraska.
It might be.
So I know the NIL sucks and the transfer portal sucks, but it did put everybody on more of an even playing field.
Yeah, I think that was a big concern of that at first when it happened, that it would lopside and only spit out a couple conferences. But
yeah, look at the teams we've seen in the Final Four over the last few years. Florida Atlantic. I mean, San Diego State. No,
I think nil is. I mean, it's a lot of money when you're paying a college kid $6 million or $5 million to. Man, I could not imagine going to college and having a bank account with $5 million.
You know, one thing I do have an issue with is this COVID stuff, though, because I saw the other day they asked Carson Beck if he had to go to school during all this. And he's like, I haven't gone to school in 2 years. I graduated 2 years ago.
Yeah.
If you graduated 2 years ago, you probably shouldn't be playing still.
Well, he's got 4 years of eligibility.
And he's been there 6.
Well, did he play 4?
It was the COVID thing. All this will go away, I think, or some of it will go away after the COVID thing. The only problem is you're still going to have some older dudes, because now JUCO players, that eligibility doesn't count against them. So you're still coming in with 4 free years. So you're going to play 2 there. You're still going to get 4 in college. If you get a red shirt year somewhere because you get hurt, you're still at 7 years.
Hey, you know what? Let's face it. First there was the cart and the donkey, and now there's the Ferrari. I mean, things change. Yeah. Things get better.
Hey, and Danny Ward is expecting to make the tournament with a huge NIL budget. Yes, you should expect that, and I think that DeVries has fallen well short of that, at least at this stage right now. Yeah, I mean, this team could beat Michigan Tuesday, and then we'll all have hard-ons again saying, "Oh, we're going to go to the tournament."
I fully expected an entry into the tournament without having to go through the play-in. Or right now, we're probably right in the play-in window right now.
Yes, we probably are, because I know the ESPN bracketology right after Michigan State game had us as the last number 10 seed. So now I'm sure we dropped in either first 4 in or last 4 out, or first 4 out.
So we've got to come up. Well, if we don't get quad 1 wins, we ain't going anyway.
No, but I can tell you this team right now, when I look at the schedule, it looks like 16 and 15 to me. But if all of a sudden that becomes 19 and 13, and you got to win against Michigan and a win against Purdue,
well,
probably going to get in then.
You know, the other thing too is Indiana comes out here for a 2-game swing at UCLA and USC.
I mean, that's going to be rough.
Those are both going to be quad 1 away wins for Indiana if they can get them.
Yeah, but both those teams are better than us right now, I think. I think both of them are beatable.
They're not better than us if we got everybody playing like we played early in the year. You know, we're at least on equal par, maybe a little better. I don't know, but yeah, we got to change up what we're doing. It ain't working.
So, Steve, you want to go to next show on Wednesday after the game, or do you want to do a college football championship pregame show tomorrow at 1:00?
No.
Oh, come on. It's Indiana football.
No, I'm not a football dude.
Oh,
I don't know what to tell you. Go Mendoza.
Well, maybe I'll do it by myself then.
Yeah, you need to do that with some football guru.
I don't know. Is there any football gurus out there that want to talk IU football with me tomorrow at 1:00 Eastern?
I'm not
Free
that
chance.
guy.
And if it's good, we'll just run it as a weekly football show.
I had to get up at 6:30 in the morning for this knucklehead show.
You asked for it, so I don't want to hear it.
No, you asked for it. You asked for it.
No, yesterday you called me and you said,
I'm sorry. I've had the flu for 4 days. All right.
Yeah, but you're trying to blame it on me. I'm sorry. You had the flu.
No,
I didn't.
It's no big deal. We got it done. We had a good show. All right. Don't hate on each other. We're too good of friends.
That's why we can. All right, Steve. What do you think? Indiana, Michigan, who wins?
Michigan.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I would agree with you.
Yeah, I just don't think Indiana right now, unless they show me something completely different, can go to Chrysler and pull off a win. They have to show me. They have to come out and surprise me. Otherwise, if they start trying to do the same, they play the same lineup, start trying to do the same thing. We're past grinding right now. We need to be changing shit around.
We're in reverse right now. We get to get this back to forward.
Yeah. We got to get around back on the right road, and you know we took the wrong fork.
But all right, Steve, make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow us on YouTube. Especially hit that like button. Check us out on Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes. Over 300 different places carry this magnificent podcast. And if you could, go on iTunes and give us a 5-star review. That helps change the algorithm, get it going there. Also, make sure you watch on Facebook tonight. Top 10 shooters in Indiana Hoosier history will run at 9 o'clock Eastern time. Huh?
Where am I at on that list?
You were number 4.
No, it's probably number 11.
No, you were like number 397 at least.
Okay.
But
all right.
Yeah, Robert Stewart says IU bringing mules to a horse race. That is pretty much it. Mr. GG says Indiana 31, Miami 27 tomorrow night. All right. So maybe we'll come back, preview the game at 1 tomorrow if I can find somebody that has a little Indiana football.
I'm not your guy. I don't know enough.
I didn't say you were. I know you don't, but it's always fun to bring you on.
I watch the game totally out of pride, being a Hoosier, and fun. I don't dissect schematics, line blocking, and I couldn't even tell you who the receivers are. I just know they catch the ball.
Robert says Miami's defense scares me. Well, what do you think Fernando Mendoza's thinking?
Yeah.
Robert's like 3 hours away from there.
Alabama's defense scared me. Oregon's defense scared me. Why should not Miami's defense not scare me?
Because Miami's got a better defensive front than both of those teams, which could cause an issue.
We'll
but
see.
All right, guys.
Hey, wait. Go Rams.
Oh, you cheering for the Rams over the Bears?
Well, I'm not a big Rams fan for sure, but
for sure.
But they're my local team, so I kind of got to throw some love behind them. Although
All
it's
right.
kind of cool to see Chicago win again. So
Is it still supposed to be -10 tonight?
yeah,
Raiders
they just did a report from there, and it was -5 wind chill.
All right.
And then New Orleans supposed to be New Orleans. New England's supposed
Orleans.
to be getting snow.
Are they really?
They're predicting 2 to 4 inches.
Well, I would say bet the under on the over-under in that game then, because I think they were going to have a hard time scoring points anyways with those two
New
defenses.
England's used to playing in that crap.
Mr. GG agrees with you. Go Rams.
Yeah, go Rams.
All right, guys. I'm going to say go Bengals. That'll be next year. Though.
I'm saying go Colts. Do not sign Daniel Jones.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter because you got that weird pale woman who runs your team, so you're kind of fucked anyways. And I've got an old bald-headed, wrinkled motherfucker that runs the Bengals, so we're probably both screwed for a long time. But on that note, we're going to wrap it up. Go Hoosiers tomorrow night, win us a national championship. We'll see you back here Wednesday to recap Indiana's monumental upset of the Michigan Wolverines. And then everything will be fine with the world. But for now, for Steve Risley, I'm Mike Goodpaster. You've been watching and listening to The Grueling Truth, where the legends speak.